The problem was fixed by the technician. The problem was fixed by the technician. I wish I could participate in sports competitions. I wish I could participate in sports competitions. It will rain outside. It will rain outside. They prepare dinner for the guests. They prepare dinner for the guests. His contribution to the project was appreciated by the team. His contribution to the project was appreciated by the team. We are closed on weekends. We are closed on weekends. Winter is colder than summer. Winter is colder than summer. I must eat an apple. I must eat an apple. Do you have it? Do you have it? I feel good. I feel good. The color of the sky changes throughout the day. The color of the sky changes throughout the day. I was going to school. I was going to school. Doesn't it go away after 3 hours? Doesn't it go away after 3 hours? We forgive and forget. We forgive and forget. Then he may not be a linguist. Then he may not be a linguist. Are we bad? Are we bad? We have breakfast on the weekends. We have breakfast on the weekends. Are you going to play the lead in 2 minutes? Are you going to play the lead in 2 minutes? They should have called a taxi instead of walking. They should have called a taxi instead of walking. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Which day? Which day? Wouldn't you believe next year? Wouldn't you believe next year? How often do you eat out? How often do you eat out? He was reading a book when his phone rang. He was reading a book when his phone rang. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the bus. Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie. We shouldn't be jockeying after 2 nights. We shouldn't be jockeying after 2 nights. I'm getting better and better at playing the guitar. I'm getting better and better at playing the guitar. I don't think medical research is necessarily the most reliable source of information. I don't think medical research is necessarily the most reliable source of information. You have to defend yourself. You have to defend yourself. What did you use? What did you use? Working on. Working on. Because my department is English. Because my department is English. Can I start? Can I start? That daily incentive? That daily incentive? Can you recommend a good restaurant in town? Can you recommend a good restaurant in town? You must always manage. You must always manage. Fruit salad. Fruit salad. Can I retire often? Can I retire often? They will adopt a child. They will adopt a child. Fun. Fun. Didn't you do the occasional funeral? Didn't you do the occasional funeral? Understood? Understood? Can I have your attention for a minute? Can I have your attention for a minute? How often do you eat apples? How often do you eat apples? Your grandson was a gymnast. Your grandson was a gymnast. Should you say it often? Should you say it often? You rarely go to the gym. You rarely go to the gym. How many? How many? Where can I find canned fruit? Where can I find canned fruit? The tree was planted in the garden. The tree was planted in the garden. Should not be connected. Should not be connected. You and I should talk about what's going to happen. You and I should talk about what's going to happen. Cake decorated with cream. Cake decorated with cream. He looks tired. He looks tired. Cannot warn. Cannot warn. You like pizza, right? You like pizza, right? The concert will start at 2000. The concert will start at 2000. The situation is beyond savior. The situation is beyond savior. After 4 weeks, it becomes a lifesaver. After 4 weeks, it becomes a lifesaver. I loved watching cartoons as a kid. I loved watching cartoons as a kid. Do you want anything else? Do you want anything else? Your half-brother is a shoemaker. Your half-brother is a shoemaker. He learned to swim. He learned to swim. They don't leave later in the morning. They don't leave later in the morning. They are locked. They are locked. We enjoy going to the beach. We enjoy going to the beach. I've finished my homework. I've finished my homework. I love bacon. I can eat it every day. I love bacon. I can eat it every day. Can't it be renewed? Can't it be renewed? You can apply every day. You can apply every day. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? His voice is louder than anyone else. His voice is louder than anyone else. Need courier next year. Need courier next year. Is she cooking at night? Is she cooking at night? Was he a nighttime inspector? Was he a nighttime inspector? You should wear it after 2 months. You should wear it after 2 months. Shouldn't you remove it after 2 nights? Shouldn't you remove it after 2 nights? He took the toy apart to see how it worked. He took the toy apart to see how it worked. Let's do this. Let's do this. They are planning to adopt a puppy from the shelter. They are planning to adopt a puppy from the shelter. The laptop is too slow to run the program. The laptop is too slow to run the program. Same kind of. Same kind of. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think it's time for me to say goodbye. Isn't he a bartender at sunset? Isn't he a bartender at sunset? He eats his lunch in the cafeteria. He eats his lunch in the cafeteria. Don't you put it after 3 hours? Don't you put it after 3 hours? They are not born every month. They are not born every month. When will you visit your grandparents? When will you visit your grandparents? The band of musicians performed together. The band of musicians performed together. I think John deserves a promotion. I think John deserves a promotion. The dog barked all night. The dog barked all night. They go to the museum on Sunday. They go to the museum on Sunday. He plays the guitar very well. He plays the guitar very well. Can you repeat the last sentence, please? Can you repeat the last sentence, please? We were just sitting and getting ready to eat. We were just sitting and getting ready to eat. I'm going to take the English test. I'm going to take the English test. Couldn't we see? Couldn't we see? He went to the beach with his friends. He went to the beach with his friends. How old are you? How old are you? By next month he will have toured 5 different countries. By next month he will have toured 5 different countries. Your cousins are ecologist. Your cousins are ecologist. He is always late for his appointments, which annoys his friends. He is always late for his appointments, which annoys his friends. Can you review? Can you review? Tony played guitar last year. Tony played guitar last year. Is her aunt the driver? Is her aunt the driver? Whose car is parked outside? Whose car is parked outside? The movie will start in 10 minutes. The movie will start in 10 minutes. Did you sort it a minute ago? Did you sort it a minute ago? The newspaper article examines the issue of income inequality. The newspaper article examines the issue of income inequality. Didn't they realize? Didn't they realize? Are our children assistants? Are our children assistants? He started his new job last month. He started his new job last month. They won the game because they had a great strategy. They won the game because they had a great strategy. Are we holding at noon? Are we holding at noon? You have to bargain after one weekend. You have to bargain after one weekend. He is a kind and caring person. He is a kind and caring person. John needs paid leave. John needs paid leave. Make your husband pay. Make your husband pay.